in the lane of the rising sun. One monster reigns atop the opulent throne, but another, quietly sharpening his claws in the shadows. Inevitably, the paths are soon to converge, Destiny's hands guiding them ever closer toward a foreshadowed showdown. But till that destined hour, they'll remain the Reaper sit, merciless in the wake. Junto Nakatani and Ryosuke Nishida entered the bantamweight title unification bout with contrasting but complementary styles. Nakatani, a tall 5'8" rangy southpaw, is renowned for his devastating punching power and ferocious aggression. Nakatani is a true hunter between the ropes. The last 5 bouts in the division underscore his dominance, having all 5 victories come by way of stoppage. Nishida, also a southpaw, is regarded as a skilled technician with sharp combinations, good movement, and a focus on striking the body. The matchup was seen as a classic test of power and pressure in Nakatani versus skill and movement from Nishida, with questions looming about whether Nishida, who lacked knockout power, could withstand Nakatani's physicality, and whether Nakatani, who naturally opens up when pressing forward aggressively, could be exploited or outboxed by a disciplined technician. When facing a technical boxer like Nishida, it's crucial to prevent them from controlling the pace. If they're allowed to slow things down, it gives them more opportunities to set traps, analyze, and make calculated decisions. From the opening bell, Nakatani charged forward aggressively, immediately applying pressure. He capitalized on his advantage in both speed and power, overwhelming Nishida, who simply didn't have the firepower to trade punches on equal terms. By launching an early offensive, Nakatani seized control of the fight, forcing Nishida to either adapt quickly or endure the onslaught. This fast, punishing tempo sent a clear message: either contend with this grueling pace, or deal with it for the entirety of the fight.
It is measured.
It's round 3 underway. Like this, Morgan, that's really what you fear the most, is falling into.
At the championship level, versatility is what truly sets boxers apart. The moment your opponent believes they'll figure out your angle, you pivot and show them something entirely different. Having Nishida felt Nakatani's power in the opening round, Nakatani shifted to fight behind his jab. In a southpaw versus southpaw matchup, the lead hand and jab is incredibly dangerous due to both boxers' positioning. This mirror image stance creates unique dynamics compared to the more common southpaw versus orthodox matchup. With both fighters leading with the right hand, there's a clear, unobstructed line for each boxer's jab. There are no outside foot battles in this matchup. Instead, the lead hands are directly opposite of each other, opening a lane to shoot the jab straight down the line without interference. With no lead hand traffic, the lane congestion is minimized, so the jab travels a more direct path. What gives the jab its true danger is not its form, but the intent and timing behind its use. Nakatani fires stiff jabs from the outside, establishing control over the distance. Each time Nishida tried to close in, he was met by Nakatani's jab the instant he entered range. This served as the first layer of threat, effectively deterring Nishida from stepping in to target the body.
Thus far, this one hasn't either.
Well, what happened?
They're on Nishida's side at the moment. Nishida's had a lot of.
As the duel of jabs proceeded, each fighter vied for command of the pocket. Nakatani found his answer to Nishida's jab in the form of a sharp overhand right. Nakatani's proficient distance control kept Nishida from finding his range, forcing Nishida to overcommit with his jab, while stepping in to bridge the gap.
Big left hand over the top, excellent timing.
The power of the overhand right was amplified by Nishida running straight into it. Nakatani set up the shot by planting his feet, then slipping to the inside of Nishida's jab, prompting Nishida to overreach. This maneuver aligned Nishida directly on a collision course with Nakatani's overhand right.
Being warned for the use of the head a little bit. Left hand came raining over the top.
Yeah, and that's for the second time tonight, Corey. That left uppercut to the body again opens up some more of his...
Two uppercuts there from Nakatani. This is just an all-out slug.
Separation is achieved through movement, while space can be created through steps. It's the direction of those steps that elevate footwork and opens new angles. Nakatani frequently implemented movement with his point of attacks, creating fresh angles to exploit Nishida's defensive gaps.
Here, back to action.
He was also careful to exit after each exchange, making it difficult for Nishida to answer back.
Ryosuke Nishida's number one. But number two, they're telling Nakatani.
As Nishida grew frustrated and tried to chase Nakatani down, he was lowered at a position and walked right into Nakatani's trap.
Big uppercut
That
again.
difference in Nakatani is reacting like a guy who understands.
What makes a boxer puncher dangerous is their ability to stand the ground during exchanges. The confidence and the power becomes the X factor in a fight. While Nishida showed plenty of courage, bonus alone doesn't guarantee victory. Struggling to close the distance against Nakatani, Nishida forced his way into the pocket and held his position behind a tight but static guard. Nakatani exploited this rigidity throughout the fight, repeatedly piercing the guard with his right uppercut.
Look, scored and scored well.
Two tall southpaws. Half bolo left uppercut to the body.
Because Nishida wasn't pulling back or slipping, Nakatani was able to split the guard with his lead uppercut, using angles and positioning to his advantage.
Hand over the top. Excellent timing there from Nakatani as he tripped Nishida with that super tight guard. Those right back to the inside with a chopping left hand.
By the 5th round, swelling had all but sealed Nishida's right eye, and by the 6th, it was completely shut. With his vision compromised, defeat became all but certain, an unavoidable consequence in the unforgiving world of boxing. Nakatani's power and ruthless aggression simply proved too overwhelming, demonstrating that it takes more than just technical skill to match his ferocity. This victory does more than add another name to Nakatani's record. It stokes the flames of anticipation for the looming mega fight with Inoue. Yet, as time passes, the prospect of this clash risks slipping further from reach. What makes Nakatani such a compelling opponent for Inoue is the possibility that his explosive firepower might finally meet the monster's own. Of all the roads that stretch before him, it is this path, fraught with challenges and promises, that now appears the most inevitable, the most meaningful.
来ました。改めてどんな選手でしたか？